Before we jump into this video, guys, I'd like to say a huge thank you to the Custard Prophet for featuring me in his latest FM Creators Showcase video. So make sure you drop a big like and subscribe on that video if you haven't seen it. Basically, he shouted out me and 4 other small YouTubers who make Football Manager content, and it really goes a long way for small channels like myself. I also wanted to say a big thank you to Old Lady Plays, who is probably the #1 supporter on this channel. Not that we have many supporters on this channel, it's probably me, my girlfriend, and Old Lady Plays. So I'd like to say thank you to her for recommending my channel for the Custard Profits video and overall being a great help. So I'd like to say thank you to both of you guys because it really does mean a lot. Hello guys, and welcome back to the 4th episode of Replicating Ranieri with Toulouse, where today we are playing 2 games in the league just before the January transfer window, and those 2 games are against Strasbourg and Toulouse. No, we are Toulouse, and Nice is what I meant to say, ignore that before. Since last time out, we are up in 11th place, and I say up in a very, very optimistic way. It's not a very optimistic place to be in, but if we do manage to win 1 game, technically we could go all the way up to 8th place, so it's not as bad as it looks, but I mean, it's still not great now, is it? So basically what's happened since last time out is we have only played 3 games, 2 wins and a loss, so not exactly what we wanted. But now I'm just realising that it's even worse because I didn't show you these 2 games either. Yeah, they were both losses. So we went on a wee bit of a spell where we were not looking great, down in about 15th place I think we were, and we've clawed our way back up to 11th, which isn't too bad all things considered, but you know, as far as this series has gone so far, you'd expect us to be doing a little bit better so far, and unfortunately it hasn't quite gone our way just yet, but we are feeling optimistic in this next game, and optimistic with all the new subscribers on the channel. If you guys have come here thanks to the Custard Profits video, make sure you let me know down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you are just generally new to the channel, because we are always happy to have you here. And let's jump straight into the first game of the episode, which is up against Strasbourg. Already said that, don't know why I'd try and verbally say that again, because I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing the name. I've forgotten to make a change here, as I've just realised that our star left winger, who has turned into a real star left winger, is injured for this game. So we'll do a wee bit of switching around. He's not injured, he's suspended. Okay, so there's not been some brilliant commentary so far, but you know, when is there ever? Let's all be honest here. Let's try and bring him on. Yes, we can bring him onto the bench. And also we've got an injury to our centre-back. Oh yeah, that's right. And we have other centre-back coming back from suspension. So yep, a lot of stuff being forgotten to be done here before the game, but it's good for you guys to know what's going through my head before a match. Now we can finally jump straight into it. One last check to make sure that we do have all our best players. Good thing I did that, because Mendy isn't meant to be starting. Well, that took a while, but we finally have our best 11 on the field. Let's jump straight into it, and hopefully we can come away with all 3 points. A couple of young players in there, and how I know they're young is because they're regens, so hopefully they aren't 2 great wonder kids in that starting 11, but I feel like our team should be able to come away with at least a point here today, and I don't really know what to say, but let's go with that. Why not? Yeah, that's not what I was saying. I don't actually think that we're underdogs, but it's the one I clicked. I couldn't be bothered looking at it for much longer, so we move on, and it didn't end up doing anything for our squad. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, and sometimes nothing happens at all. That's a saying. Honestly, the amount of sayings I come up with on this channel is ridiculous. Someone should make a quote book of all the things I've said on this channel, in this series in general. And now we are playing back to the goalkeeper very early on in the game, and that is what we like to do, setting the tone, playing it back to the goalkeeper, and running up the left wing. Hopefully we can add it into the box. Add it into the box, that's not the word. Put it into the box at some point, but with us playing it around right now, it is quite nice to watch. We are playing a bit of tiki-taka kind of sort of football right now, but if we can eventually do a long ball like we know how to do, and get a goal from it very early on in the game, well, I would be very happy, and Fontaine does do exactly that. He has been doing okay in the last few games, but apart from that, he was very quiet, so hopefully he's finally finding his stride. He was an amazing player in the League 2 for them last year, apparently, so I wouldn't mind it if he turned into that amazing player that he was last year this season. We do make a good tackle there. Vallejo playing in his more preferred left side. He's been playing on that right side a lot more recently because of the injury to Ojo, and we have another chance, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and Fontaine manages to put the ball into the back of the net for the second time in the game, but unfortunately this time it is ruled out for offside, and my voice didn't really demonstrate that as much as it probably should have, but that's okay. I'm sure that you guys all have eyes and could see that that one was clearly offside. Not that we get a replay. I actually would have liked a replay for that, but you know, you win some, you lose some, as I think I've already said today. Actually, just realised, you don't win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some, and sometimes you get nothing. There we go. There's a perfect way you could use the saying. Honestly, I think I might be a genius, you guys. Half-time rolls around and it is still 1-0, and we don't mind that at all. We would love to have a wee bit of the same in the second half, just nothing happening, you know. You win some, you lose some, sometimes you get nothing. Hopefully this time it's absolutely nothing, and we don't have any highlights for the rest of the game, because a 1-0 win away from home would be pretty good for our season. Unfortunately, we don't get nothing today, and we do have an opportunity very early in the second half, but we are the team on the ball, so maybe it's a good thing that we get something going in the second half. Kone on the ball, playing it over to Fontaine, who's already scored twice in this game technically. Can't put it into the back of the net for a third time. Wouldn't quite be a hat-trick, but you know, we'd count it as a hat-trick either way. I also saw that Jadon Sancho's hat-trick against, I can't remember who it was against, but in the Bundesliga recently, doesn't actually count as a hat-trick apparently, as far as the Bundesliga rules gone. I could be wrong there. I've always been known to be a bit wrong in my videos, but apparently because he didn't score every goal in succession, it doesn't count as a hat-trick. I think that's an absolutely ridiculous rule. You know, it's hard enough to score 3 goals in a football game alone. I struggle enough to score 1 in a season. And to be honest, if you're able to bag 3 in one game, it should be counted as a hat-trick no matter what. I think that that's just a little bit unfair. I actually think I want to bring Bar on, but right now he isn't feeling exactly the most match fit, and I probably should have taken a look at that before I put him onto the bench. So we're going to make a different change, and hopefully a bit later in the game he can make an appearance, because, you know, while everyone else is tired, you may as well bring on the tired player too. Don't think that's how it works, but you know, I'm all for bending the rules and changing it up and tactical genius stuff, you know, yeah, just the usual on this channel. Fontaine's in on goal once again, and he does put the ball in the back of the net for the 3rd time this game, and this time it is onside, not offside, onside. Gosh, just going to change that one wee syllable at the start. And that is the 2nd goal of the episode. Don't mind that at all. Very good player coming into his own in the second half of the season. Still the first half of the season. Okay, don't worry about that. Again, just pumping some miscommunication, some misinformation into you guys, and unfortunately on this channel we're not all about the facts, apart from that one video where I was very concerned that I would be getting the facts wrong, the one about the Manchester United suing Football Manager. I was very nervous posting that one. I was expecting everyone to say, you got the facts wrong or something like that, but in the end it ended up going down quite well, but that cross didn't go down quite well for us, and they are 1 goal back into it, and it does look like it could be a very interesting last few minutes in this game. Should I make another substitution? Yeah, probably should, but I don't know who to bring on. So let's see. Let's browse. You know, we're going into the store. We're taking a look at what's on the shelves. You know, we're just seeing what they have and what there is to offer really. Who can we bring on? Who can we bring on? Yep, why not? Substitute left back. He's patient. He deserves a chance. Why not? If he scores, I did that fully intentionally, and now I think it might be the time to bring Bar on. He can play on that right hand side, surely, and see if he does anything in the last few minutes. A very young player with a lot of potential. I think that he's wanted by some big clubs, and I certainly would love to see him have a good debut for us here. With 5 minutes left to go of stoppage time, we have one last chance of the game. Well, I'm hoping it's one last chance of the game, and I'm hoping it doesn't result in a goal for them, because if they do score it, surprisingly, I'm doing some good maths here. I believe it means that they will be on level terms with us. Illich on the ball, playing it over to that man, don't know how to say his name, and Bar, who just came on, plays a good ball through to Fontaine, and he scores his 4th goal of the episode, 4th goal of the game, and his 2nd offside goal of the game. So, yeah, this man needs to work out how to stay onside. He's an advanced forward, but I don't quite want him to be that advanced, advanced within the proximity of the defenders. But if we don't have a chance in the last few minutes, I will accept him as a 2-goal man in this episode, in this game, and I won't be complaining at all. And it looks like we will be getting that full-time whistle at any second, and there it is, straight away. Absolutely brilliant performance from the squad, and I'm very happy with how they played in that game. That should take us up, all the way up to above mid-table, so above 10th place, and certainly above that opposition that we played in that episode, in that game. Oh my goodness, the speaking going on out of my mouth is just, it's not correct now, is it? It's just coming, and now I think I should probably stop talking at this point and just, pause the recording, but I can't stop myself from talking. I'm sorry, guys. I apologise. We are up in 8th place, and we do not mind that at all. No one can overtake us, actually. So we're going to stay in 8th place until the next game, and that game is against, who is it against? It is against Nice, and we don't mind that as our last game before the January transfer window and the last game of the episode. They're down in 19th place, so it would be very nice to be able to get an easy win there at home and keep us going up the table. Finally, I stopped talking. You guys can have a wee break. Did you enjoy that break? I really hope you did. Although it was short, you will have needed it, because you're going to have to deal with me for at least another 5-10 minutes, because once you've clicked onto the video, you got to finish it. It'd only be rude not to. And I'm not just saying that because apparently it's good for YouTube views if you get your viewers to watch videos all the way through. No, it's got nothing to do with that. What are you guys on about? You guys know I'm not that smart. I wouldn't be able to come up with stuff like that. This is the team that we're going with in this game, trying to change the subject as quickly as possible. And we are bringing in our star left winger back into the squad. He has been playing insanely well for us lately this season. Well, insanely well for us is 5 goals and 2 assists in 10 games and 5 substitute appearances, but it's not bad at all. We don't mind him at all, and we're happy to have him back into the lineup, and hopefully we can come away with all 3 points against a team that are now bottom of the table. So, surely we can't lose this one. I've been known to lose games like this, but I'm feeling optimistic-ish. Surprisingly, despite the fact that they are on the bottom of the table, there's a couple of players that I do recognise in there. Not that recognising players from me equals a good team, but, if I know them, surely you guys might know them as well. Well, actually, if you're from France, you probably would know a lot of them. Actually, if you even followed the Ligue 1, you'd probably know a lot more of them than I do. Even if you played FIFA, you'd probably know a lot more of them than I do. Actually, speaking of FIFA, I've been thinking about making some FIFA videos on this channel. If that's something that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments down below. It wouldn't be something that I would do daily at all. It would probably be like a once a week kind of thing. And let's focus on the game, because that's probably a sign from Football Manager to tell me I should focus on Football Manager before I go on to different games, because I'm bad enough at this one as it is. And did Nice just get a new manager or something? Because they seem to be playing quite well against us, especially considering the fact that we are in quite good form right now. Playing it down the left, hopefully we can create a chance of our own. Fontaine, who is in form lately, is throwing goal, but unfortunately can't put it into the back of the net. And 10 minutes gone, and I would have hoped to have been doing a little bit better than this, but it looks like we're finally coming into the game a little bit more, and hopefully we can get a goal to put us on level terms with Nice. But back to that FIFA thing, I would probably be only making one video a week on it, so I would still make daily Football Manager videos apart from one day. And just let me know if it would be something that you'd be interested in. But if you guys aren't interested in it, I'll just continue to play it slowly in my own free time. Definitely prefer Football Manager, but it's also a good hobby of mine. And that game I'm actually quite good at, despite the fact that I'm terrible at this one. FIFA's a very different ball game to Football Manager, and that was Definitely no pun intended. I'm not smart enough to come up with that, but I'm very proud of that joke either way. Fontaine, throw and goal, eventually gets his shot away, but unfortunately the goalkeeper makes a save and the defender blocks it away. And it looks like we're going to be going into the halftime break a goal down, unfortunately for us, especially considering the fact that I kind of hyped it up saying I thought we were going to win it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, 1-0 down against bottom of the table. That pretty much sums up our season so far. How does that sum up our season? That's a terrible joke. In what way would that ever sum up our season? What, do we just continuously lose to bottom of the table? I have no idea what I even meant there. That was not humorous at all. Let's try and get back into it in the second half. Let's try and get some better commentary in the second half. And we could do that by getting a chance here today. I mean, the commentary might not get sorted out, but the match might get sorted out. Kone on the ball, looking to play it to Illich. I think it is Illich, but I'm still not sure how to pronounce half these names. Playing it over to Vallejo, Douglas Luiz, back to Vallejo. Bit of nice passing going on here. Eventually a shot almost trickles into the back of the net, but luckily for them, the goalkeeper does stop it, and it is still 1-0 to Nice. We have 15 minutes to go in this game, and we've got a chance. I didn't actually mean to do that. I was just going to, check in, say hello, but we don't mind actually watching a chance in this episode. We are on the ball. No, we're not. We were never on the ball during that sentence structure that I had going on there. So, scratch that. Nice are on the ball, and they are kicking it around quite well. And, not losing it, so I consider that to be quite well. Eventually we do win it, and now we are kicking it around quite well. Kone managing to draw a tackle from Guy Lavogi, and it does look like they are going a man down. Gosh, speak properly. I've had too long of a day off. Oh yeah, also, if you're wondering why I'm back after my holiday, though, I was meant to have a day off. Yeah, no, well basically I had a bunch of pre-recorded videos, and then I just decided I'd take a day off in between the series, the end of the last series and the new series starting, instead of taking a day off today. So that's why. So I hope you're happy to have me back, and I'm happy that Fontaine did manage to score there. Completely ignore that. I love to ignore goals in this series, actually. If you're new to the channel, that's something I tend to do a lot. I tend to continue the sentence that I'm going with over top of anything else. A bear could walk into my room and I'd still be going, excuse me, I'm speaking about my holiday to Queenstown. It's very rude for you to interrupt. And they eventually come away with a shot there. Luckily for us, it doesn't go into the back of the net. And I'm going to tell them to get creative. Am I going to say anything? Actually, let's not ruin this chance. Hopefully it is our chance. If not, I will regret not making a shout. Hopefully we do end up putting it into the back of the net. Don't know what that sentence was again. Just ignore my commentary. It's not good. I'm working on it. I'm trying my best, honestly. Trying to be funny and good at this game is like trying to pat your head and rub your belly. That was a good joke, okay? You have to give me some credit there. That was an alright joke. That analogy made sense. It was slightly humorous, and hopefully we can score here. Fontaine, unfortunately, can't put it into the back of the net. And it does look like with 5 minutes to go, we will be needing to make some tactical changes if we want to get a last goal and come away with all 3 points, which we probably should be doing against a side like this. And I'm going to make a bit of a bold move, and it will be bringing off... Yeah, let's go. Let's bring off Illich, our captain currently, Javi Martinez, off on the bench, and he will be the normal captain, but unfortunately he is not the best player anymore, so we do use him as our captain most games, so hopefully bringing him off doesn't cause them to score a goal, and we go with a 4-2-2-2 formation with 2 strikers up top. A lot of twos going on in that sentence, and hopefully it does end up giving us a goal to put us 1 goal up, and not ending up letting us concede a goal, because they are the ones on the ball right now, and I'm really hoping I don't regret the move that I have just made. I've never claimed to be a tactical genius, and yeah, that's proof. It's his first goal of the season. Oh, I'm so mad. We don't deserve to lose this game. Look at the stats. Oh, for goodness sake, let's go very attacking. Can we get one more highlight? We're not going to get one more highlight. I was in such a good mood. We were doing well in the league. I thought there was a chance at, pushing for Europa League, making this a respectable performance. I'm furious with that result, actually. I mean, my voice doesn't sound furious. I still sound like a 12-year-old boy just quietly talking to his, mum about his day at school. But I am furious. I'm very mad. I'm very angry. If you guys saw me down a dark alley right now, you'd be frightened, to say the least. I know that none of you have ever seen my face, but I tell you what, no, it's not that scary. I'm quite a friendly human being. But that is where we're going to end this episode, and I hope that you guys did enjoy it. Unfortunately, we don't manage to go any further up the table, but ninth place, it's better than we were before. So, as I said before, you win some, you lose some, and sometimes nothing happens. This time we won some, and we did lose some. And at some point, probably nothing happened. Oh, my commentary, nothing interesting happened. So, we covered all those bases, and I proved that I do come up with some good sayings on this channel. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode of this series. We upload daily Football Manager content on this channel. And I'll see you all later.